Hello, everybody, and welcome to Darlingtoncar. Presented by me, Darlington Dude. Today we are going to race at Indy for I forget how long, but yeah. So this is a look at your point standings. Elliot has 240 points. Um, he's got a pretty fairly sized lead, but if he gets like a bottom three finish and Hamlin wins, Hamlin could be your points leader. If Gibbs does it, Gibbs could be your points leader. Anybody could happen. Last race at Talladega, Chastain got his first win. It was a close one. It was very host of our style finish. But Chastain got his first win in Darlingtoncar, and it was a pretty good race. It was between him and Elliott. Dylan has 34. He got a podium. He actually got third place, so he's still got a chance to maybe get ahead of Blaney. Blaney is only 2 points behind McDowell. And yeah, let's head to Indianapolis. So here we are at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, one of my favorite tracks of all time, one of the most iconic tracks of all time. Let's go through the starting order for today. P1 is going to be Ty Gibbs. Pretty big wreck at Talladega, so he had to retire. He is first place. He could very well have a chance to take a win here. P2, Michael McDowell. Not much to say about him. I hate to say it, but he's honestly been one of the most mid drivers. Yeah, he's still a GOAT though. P3, Bubba Wallace, also a race winner. Had some pace, but unfortunately spun and DNF'd. He is the last of the Talladega DNFs. P4, Denny Hamlin, he spun as well. Got a little bit of damage. Not much to say about him. Race winner, he could try to challenge. P5, Josh Berry, not much to say about him. He hasn't done anything outstanding. P6, Ryan Blaney finally had pace at Talladega. Let's see if he can keep it here in Indianapolis. P7, Austin Dillon, in spectacular debut race, got on the podium and was leading for most of the laps. I wonder if he can try to convert that pace to Indy as well. P8, championship leader, Chase Elliott. A lot could happen here, and I'm genuinely wondering if Chase Elliott could win this. Honestly, there's a big chance. And P9, your Talladega race winner, Ross Chastain. Ross had a pretty decent race. So, yeah. Let's hurry up and go back here. Favorites to win. Y'all can say whatever you want right now. I think a favorite to win is definitely Ty Gibbs. Hamlin also has a chance. All of the Toyotas, honestly, all of the Toyotas. And Chase Elliott. I think Elliott has a big chance of catching up. But let's get rolling. A lot could happen here, and I really don't know what to think, because like I said, anything could happen. There are single file as a surprisingly long line. Yeah, Indy is one of the better tracks, in my opinion, for racing. Down the straights at least, maybe not the corners. Which, I mean, if somebody does go around the outside at the corners, I would love to see that. But here we go through turn 3. Indy is definitely unique, to say the least. I'm gonna start recording just in case anything happens. They have chose, McDowell's gonna go up high. So does Hamlin, Blaney, and Elliott. Chastain stays low. Uh, yeah, there's the road course in there. I really hope Pumu adds the road course as well. I think he said he would at some point. I would love to. I would love to race the road course. That's one of the best Formula One tracks ever, in my opinion. Pace car comes in off of the road and evaporates. We're up to racing speed, and we are. Let's wait for the line. We are green in Indianapolis. Blaney gets a very good start and starts pushing Hamlin. They do go side by side through the corners, but Ty Gibbs, braver than Michael McDowell. Oh, he got too brave and he oversent it. Into the wall goes Ty Gibbs, but very slightly. Bubba Wallace is now your leader, and Josh Berry got close to Ty Gibbs there, and he's going to get P2, see if he can try to get P1. I'm not really noticing a high line speed differential here, so that might not affect it. Look at Austin Dillon all the way up into P3 fighting for P2. Josh Berry is in the lead. Up the inside goes Dillon. I still haven't named Dillon, and he's still AI driver 9. Wallace is giving Berry a good push. It's just barely enough. Elliott's got that draft of Dillon. Gonna try and give him. Blaney is falling back. He's side by side with Ross Chastain back there. And Hamlin is just all alone. Trying to get the draft from McDowell. And he gets a good run on McDowell and bumps him through turn 2. This is so far. This is this is being a good race. Let's see who has the most pace so far. Would be Austin Dillon. He went from third to last to third, and he's fighting for second. He's almost got it, and he have second place right as we cross the line. Let's see if we can try and get it. This is definitely throwing something in the bag. Oh no, Barry's taking the fast lap, but he's gonna lose P1. Oh no, he's had monster pace. He's blocking up Wallace. He's had. I said monster pace. Something happened to Barry there. They're 3 wide behind between Hamlin, Elliott, Hamlin, Chastain, and Blaney. That's right on board with Blaney. That's not on board. Chastain's gonna go up high. Gives Blaney that draft, and he also had a run. He's gonna fall back though. Oh my god, I thought he went into the wall. I was like, what the hell happened there? Barry is still P1 and he is pushing Dillon up high. This is good racing right here. As we head on to lap 4, Wallace is going to give Barry a push across the line. Nobody's wrecked yet, but it's been very close, and honestly, I'm surprised. Oh, Barry goes up high and hits the wall. The leaders keep oversending it, especially into turn 1. I've noticed Ty Gibbs has made his way back up. Hopefully he doesn't wreck, as he's given his 2311 teammate. He's giving his Toyota teammate though a big push, and it's just enough. Wallace is going to get a good run and going to lead through turn 4. If Barry or Gibbs gets a run, they're not going to get a good enough run though. And Wallace is your leader as of lap 5. Gibbs is sending it up the. Okay, can we? Wow, Fox coverage over here. Gibbs is sending it up the inside of Wallace. It's gonna work. Hamlin's up the inside of McDowell back there, and Blaney's getting a good push. Fights for the lead are always interesting, but sometimes in the back, other stuff can happen. Dylan is giving Barry a push. Barry is falling back tremendously. And Gibbs is still sending it up the inside of Wallace. Oh, Barry, I think, got into the wall there. Out of turn 3, just barely, though. Also, I think I covered this in Talladega. Barry's out of a seat next year in Cup Series. Unfortunate for him because, he's not great. I'll be honest. It might just be the 21. The last time we had a successful driver in 21, I'd say is Ryan Blaney. Speaking of which, let's go with him once more. He's falling back to last. Gibbs is retained in P1, and he has a good lead over Bubba Wallace. Blaney's still getting that draft off of McDowell. It's not as effective because there's no high line speed difference here at Indy is something I've noticed. Now Wallace is starting to pull away. Here comes Chase Elliott. That's not Chase Elliott. That's not Chase Elliott. That's not Chase Elliott. That's not Chase Elliott. That is Chase Elliott. Gibbs is going to be leading, then Wallace, and then Chase Elliott. Josh Berry and Denny Hamlin are super close. And Chastain gives Hamlin a good push. If Hamlin goes up high there, he could wreck himself heavily and really screw over Josh Berry's race. Most likely Dylan's as well, maybe Blaney's. Blaney's race can't get too much worse. He's been to the back every race this season. We've had no DNFs so far. Which is weird because the last 2 races at Dega and Homestead, we've had 3 each. Chase Elliott trying to send it around the outside of Bubba Wallace. Out of turn 4, down the front stretch we go. Gibbs is still going to be your leader. Who's going to get it between Wallace and Elliott? They're rubber banding. Excuse me. It is going to be Bubba Wallace retaining P2. Chastain's made it up there a little bit. I'm sorry for the erratic camera movements. Hamlin, oh my god, can you stop moving? Hamlin gave Barry a good push. It's right on board with Denny Hamlin. Ross Chastain sends it up the inside of the 11. And he gets it done. Good move from Ross Chastain. How good is it? Barry's going to go down to the middle of the track and then come back up. He doesn't have the pace though, and he blocks Denny Hamlin. And he blocks him again. And here comes Ryan Blaney up the inside of Denny Hamlin. Here comes McDowell as well. And Dylan's going to grab some draft. Could try to sneak up the inside of Hamlin through turn 3. Chastain's lost his pace and blocked Barry, who again blocks Hamlin. He's sandwiched between Barry and Dylan. So Hamlin's in a bit of a predicament. Dylan backs off. I think they do lift through these corners of the eye. McDowell is sending it up the inside of Dylan. Semi-decent move. He's almost got him, and he does by the line. Gibbs is still leading, and then Bubba Wallace is second. Chastain's trying to send it up the inside of Elliott for third. I think he's got him. Let's see, by turn 2, if Chastain does get Elliott. Oh, neither of them are letting up. Neither of them are. And I think Elliott does just get the run. McDowell has managed to file in front of Dylan. They both go low. Dylan's trying to get that draft. So far, we've had pretty good racing. Not really any wrecks, though. Nobody's got loose either, so... Hamlin finally does have a good run on Barry. Can't go up the inside though, or he will kamikaze Ryan Blaney. I've heard rumors that Jesse Love could take over the 21 car from Josh Berry. I don't know. I mean, this is real life, obviously. I don't know how possible that is, because it could happen. It could be him. It could be Harrison Burton comes back in for the 21. I think Harrison Burton's actually in the 21 in Pumu. Well, I mean, he'd have to be, because who else would it be? Josh Berry's in the 4. Dell and Dylan are having a fight still. Gibbs is still up front. He's got a dominant lead. Damn cheating Yoders. Chastain's just trying to get that draft from Bubba Wallace. Talladega was a fun race, to say the least. Chastain finally got his first win. The only drivers that need a win in the series are McDowell, Blaney, and Barry. Oh, and Dillon. So that's still 4. We've had 5 different winners. Oh, Chastain's got a run on Bubba. See if he sends it up the inside or outside. He's going to go up the inside. Almost wrecks Bubba. McDowell's down last. That's not going to help his championship run much. I mean, there's still a good number of races left. Wallace goes up high. I think it's the wall, and he loses second to Chastain. He's going to try to get it back, though. Oh, no, McDowell's around. McDowell's around on the backstretch. How did that happen? Can I pace y'all, please? Please don't spin. Please don't spin. It keeps turning off. There we go. Caution is out for Michael McDowell, who spun on the backstretch. Let's see if he's still there. Yes, he is. He's by the entrance of turn 3. Or by the entrance of the pit lane, really. At least for IndyCar. Hopefully they don't go too wide, and hopefully they avoid him. Wallace and Chastain are trying to go too wide. So we have our first caution of the race. Dow's gonna fall back. Wallace, you really need to file in there. So does Chase Elliott. Y'all might be screwed over. Can Chase Elliott even fill in? Yeah, he can. We're gonna have to watch that back. Wallace? Oh, he might clear him. He does. Chase Elliott does as well. Let's try to go clear that up. Commercial break. Okay, and we are back. McDowell unfortunately had to retire. Let's take a look at what caused that. So here we are. McDowell's getting that draft off of Dylan. Oh, and he hits a bump. He hits a bump on the backstretch that Dylan doesn't. And around he goes. Into the wall at turn 3. He tries to stay in it. And then he goes straight into the wall. That's not the way you're supposed to turn left, Michael. So he hit a bump that Dylan didn't. Let's slow this down. So Dylan avoids that, and McDowell goes airborne for a short time, not enough to blow over. Dave turned conveyor belt off so he wouldn't have an absolutely wild crash. That is unfortunate for Michael McDowell. Unfortunately, he had to retire. Oh yeah, and here's why. I totally didn't give him a punch. He did this to himself. I decided to just respawn the AI, so I'll let them. Blaney actually got out of there, considering the crash he had at Homestead. Okay, let's stop fooling around and lap 15. We are back rolling. So that was a weird incident. Now we know that there is a bump on the backstretch. I kind of thought he got into Barrier Dillon and just got spun, but not what happened. I really need to re-upload Homestead and Talladega because they uploaded weird. It's like if you turn your phone vertical, they uploaded like that. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to fix that. We come back to choosing, and Ty Gibbs once again is in the lead. Bubba is second. So we have our first DNF. It is Michael McDowell, unfortunately. He gets 28 points. Yeah. Sucks. Because he's literally my goat. Yeah, I don't know why Homestead and Bristol uploaded like that. I'm gonna re-upload them. I think audio is okay though, so I don't know. Maybe y'all want to hear my voice. Anyways, pace car is gonna come into pit road. Eventually. Be funny if they hit the attenuator. Pace car's in. There he goes. And we are back green, back under race of speed here in Indianapolis. We cross the line. Gibbs leads from Wallace. Nobody's had an outstanding start, but Blaney does attempt to get by Ross Chastain. Doesn't entirely work for him. Currently, we now have 8 cars still racing. Barry's all over the back of Hamlin. Oh, Blaney really got slow there. I think he got loose. Elliott goes up high, but I think he hits the wall and he loses a ton of speed. Gibbs is still leading. This could be Gibbs' second win unless he sells here. Chastain's sending it up the inside of Wallace and it looks to be successful. Barry's falling back to the last. Hamlin's made up a little bit. Oh, why are you doing that, camera? Elliott's not really doing spectacular, especially for a championship leader. It still says yellow. I don't know why. Oh, Barry has a great run. Gains a fair amount of time. There he goes. I think he's still making up time. Barry might be good here. I'm going to record it tomorrow. I might actually record it today after the race ends. But, our first road course, Watkins Glen, is tomorrow. Or next race. Barry's going to send it up the inside of Elliott. Chastain and Wallace are still side by side, but Ty Gibbs has managed to get away with this lead. Absolutely spectacular. Also, I'm sorry I didn't get to show the point standings at the end of Talladega. My phone just turned off, so it ended the recording, unfortunately. So, yeah. Chastain's managed to get ahead of Wallace. Dillon goes up high. Now Blaney's trying to send it up the inside. Oh, Blaney's trying to send it up the inside of Wallace. Doesn't really look like he might get him. Chastain's just now setting out after Ty Gibbs. Through turn 3, Dillon's also trying to get a little piece of a podium. Maybe he can fight for his second in a row, but I think Ty Gibbs has it. I know it says lap 18 on the top, but it's really not, so I'm just gonna, yeah, this lap 18, silent lap. And luckily we didn't have a incident like the real life Indy 500. And Chastain has managed to catch up to Gibbs. Maybe Gibbs is just really slowed down. But here he goes. He's trying to get in the draft of the race leader. This is looking good for Gibbs. Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin, the two drivers that he is behind, are both fighting for 7th place, 8th place. They're trying not to be losers. I didn't mean that because, no, I actually do like Ross Chastain and Denny Hamlin. I didn't mean to call them losers. I just meant, like, yeah. Chastain, though, could be trying to ruin Ty Gibbs' dream. No incidents. Nobody's really hit any bump or anything, so Wallace has also fallen back. Anything could happen. It's NASCAR. The issue is, like, once we get to Martinsville, once we start this, like, 3-race, streak of Watkins Glen, Martinsville, and Chicago Street, like, especially the road courses, but Martinsville as well. If you drop down a position, there's a chance you could just stay in that position. Unless you send it turn 1. Speaking of sending it turn 1, Chastain almost thought about it. Dylan's leading the pack of 4 back there, but he's fighting with, Barry, I believe that is, yes. And Blaney sends it up the inside of Ross Chastain. Blaney has finally gotten some racecraft. Penske have decided to lock in. And, Ross Chastain currently in a fight, and Ty Gibbs has managed. Let's try to take a look at this lead Ty Gibbs has. As of lap 2, or as of lap 22, he was Chastain was 2/10 behind. Now they are 4 and 5/10 behind, and Blaney does take 2nd place from Ross Chastain. Haven't had an incident happen. Elliott's starting to climb back up through the field. He's currently drafting off of Austin Dillon. Hamlin's still way back there, but Wallace has had the worst, started 2nd in this restart, and started 3rd overall in the race, and so far is in last. I keep looking back there because I don't know if an incident could happen, because I almost missed the McDowell crash. But through we go. Ty Gibbs still leading from Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, and Austin Dillon, Josh Berry, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, and Bubba Wallace. And speaking of Bubba Wallace, he's getting sent up the inside. Oh, Elliott's had a pretty slow turn 2, or slow turn 1, but he gets back at it with a push from Denny Hamlin. Hamlin sacrifices speed. Maybe Hamlin doesn't want his JGR teammate to win. It's gonna have to take more than a simple push like that to get Elliott up there, though. So we look with Gibbs looking back, and this could honestly go a million different ways, but we've still got 11 laps to go. And Blaney has finally started to close in once more on Ty Gibbs. He's got that draft. He had a run. He's going to go up the inside, but he's gotten clean air, but he doesn't have the draft. Ty Gibbs has just had a monumental run today here in Indy, and now maybe Gibbs wasn't gaining as much as I thought because Blaney must have fallen back. Have we had a record? Okay, well I was just lagging. Short lag, ignore that. Okay, yeah, we're good. Chastain has successfully sent it up the inside of Ryan Blaney. We have 10 laps to go, and Ty Gibbs is your leader. He's been leading a majority of laps. Hamlin does have the fastest lap, but he's all the way down last. So I think the draft is kind of helping him. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. I'm saying a lot of different stuff could happen here. Genuinely. Chastain is still trying to get to Ty Gibbs. Tell you what, Chastain's had a monumental run so far in Darlingtoncar, and he's going to send it up the inside. He's got a good run. He's sending it up the inside for the race lead. Does he get it by turn 2? Who's going to let out first? Who's going to slow down and let the other by? It's not going to be neither of them, but Chase Elliott's going to be, or it's not Chase Elliott. I keep confusing Elliott and Chastain. Chastain's going to be in the lead, just slightly though. Ty Gibbs does have clean, wow, that was a stutter. Ty Gibbs does have clean air. No, Chastain's going to be in the lead by turn 4. Is Ty Gibbs going to get that draft? Yes. Is he going to get the run? No, he isn't. Chastain's finally leading. And Dylan and Blaney are having a hell of a fight back there. Gibbs thought about going up the inside. I think Blaney tried to do that 2 laps ago and unfortunately slowed down. Chastain is a leader. Could Chastain pull an Elliott and win 2 in a row and then magically fall off? This is still going to be good for Ty Gibbs unless he wrecks. And if there's a caution now, there's a chance that he could try to get that race lead. He's going to send it up the inside? No, but he thought about it. Every time he does that, he loses time. And then he gains it back in the corners. The 54 car, pushing as hard as possible, going to ride on board with him as he tries to catch up to Ross Chastain. And Chastain is still leading. Wallace has fallen back. Elliott and Hamlin are 6th and 7th. And Wallace is 8th. Elliott's exactly a second behind Ross Chastain. I've never really seen that before. On board with Dylan, I think this was, yes. On board with Hamlin, though, here. Oh, I think he hit the wall there. Oh, is that Ty Gibbs going slowly? Yes, it is, and he's going to lose second, it looks like, to Ryan Blaney. Blaney's gone through, and he's going to take second place. So Ty Gibbs has not gotten the right pit strategy, I guess you could say. I don't know. He's really falling back now. And he's gonna... And Josh Berry's got him in his clutches. Wallace and Hamlin are side by side. Dillon and Elliott are side by side. Blaney is taking second. Josh Berry up the inside of Ty Gibbs. Not gonna take it though. Remember, Ty Gibbs did win Daytona, and Josh Berry got second. Blaney up ahead is trying to get to Ross Chastain. Could it happen? Let's find out. He's going to try to send it up the inside. Quarter panel. Chastain could have been spun there. And if he went down, that could have been really bad. I'm saying that right now. That pit road attenuator, not good to hit. Hamlin has managed to fall back. Him and Wallace crossed the line at the exact same time. Blaney's going to try to look once more. Here comes Chase Elliott, though, up the inside of Josh Berry. Gibbs is looking in his rear view, but looking ahead, Blaney doesn't have it. He's going to fall in once more. Dillon's slowing down Hamlin. Good for Ty Gibbs. Oh, Hamlin went a little wide there, it looked like. Ty Gibbs has gotten into third. Let's see if he can try to get back to first. There's 5 laps to go. Now there's 4. Josh Berry has got to play a good game here and hold off Chase Elliott for Ty Gibbs. This could be good for Ty Gibbs, but Ross Chastain, you never know. Ross Chastain did win yesterday at Talladega. And Ty Gibbs sending it up the inside. Blaney's going to have P1. Here comes Ty Gibbs with a run, though. Is he going to send it up the inside? Could a McDowell happen? No. And Gibbs is going to send it back up the inside of Ryan Blaney. Through turn 4 we go. Gibbs still up the inside. Chastain's managed to go up the inside of Blaney, and he's done the exact same thing Blaney's done to him. And quarter panel to quarter panel. That's the recipe for spinning. But Ty Gibbs has gone back into the lead. This has been incredible. Oh no, Gibbs goes up high and hits the wall. And he's slowed down a lot. Blaney does give him a push, but Chastain's going to go up the inside. Chastain's going to have the lead. Chastain is in the lead. Ty Gibbs P2, and Josh Berry's gotten the run, and Josh Berry's P3, and he's taking it from Ryan Blaney. Hamlin's falling back. Hamlin's not going to get enough points to hold off Ty Gibbs, but Ty Gibbs isn't going to be able to hold off Josh Berry in the race, and Josh Berry's going to go up the inside of Ty Gibbs. Could Josh Berry get P2 again? This time with Chastain in front and Gibbs behind. Gibbs does have that good draft. 2 laps to go. Berry's going to send it up the inside once more. If Gibbs holds him down... No, he's not going to. Yes, he does. If Gibbs holds him down right there, then there's a good chance Berry could hit that bump. But if he spins the wrong way, if he spins the opposite way McDowell spun, that's race over for Ty Gibbs. But Gibbs is also lost out. Berry's going to fight for the lead. Berry's going to send it up the inside of Ross Chastain as we head onto the front stretch. The white flag is waving, and Josh Berry is leading. Elliott's got a good run, and he's going to get by Ty Gibbs. Chastain's falling back. This is not what Ty Gibbs needed. This is not what anybody needed. Could Chase Elliott get a P3 here, and could he manage to get a race win? As we head down the back stretch for the final time, Gibbs isn't going to have it. Gibbs is falling off too hard. Josh Berry is going to maintain the lead through turn 3. Could he get the lead through turn 4? What's going to happen with Chase Elliott? Could he finish on the podium? Wallace and Hamlin both have decided to make up their minds and come through. But no, it's not going to be enough. Josh Berry wins in Indianapolis. Chase Elliott's going to get P2. Or is he? We haven't crossed the line yet. Josh Berry wins. Chase Elliott P2. To extend that championship lead. Slow him down here. Wow. Josh Berry has finally gotten a race win here in Darlingtoncar. And what a final lap that was. Wow. Josh Berry wins in Darlingtoncar here in Indianapolis. Incredible. Incredible. Okay, so it's Berry, Elliott, Chastain. And I honestly thought Gibbs had it up until the end there. But something happened. Maybe his tires fell off. Gibbs got P4. Wallace made up his mind and got P5. Then Blaney Hamlin. And then Dylan. Dylan was having a good run there too. That was definitely one of the coolest races I've seen in a while. Josh Berry is your Indianapolis winner after 35 laps. He prevailed. Honestly, one of the coolest last laps that we've had so far. I thought Chase had it. I did. I honestly thought Gibbs had it too. And then he started falling back, and then Elliott just snuck his way up there, and wow. And everybody was within a second. Blaney and Hamlin crossed the line at the same time. McDowell was the only DNF, and wow, that was something. That was something to say the least. I'm gonna get clips, and I will be right back. And here it was. Here was the race-defining move. Gibbs just got held up by Chastain and allowed Berry to get through both of them. And fast forward a few laps, or fast forward like 2 laps, and Elliott really got up close to Berry, and he honestly almost could have had the move, but yeah, that is a great race finish. Josh Berry is your race winner here in Indianapolis. So here we are with the standings after Indianapolis. Chase Elliott still in the lead only by 25 points, and Berry P2 with 250. Ty Gibbs and Denny Hamlin both tied for P3 with 248 apiece. Chastain and Wallace both tied for 5th with 243 apiece. Blaney has finally moved up above McDowell, 218. McDowell's only 1 point behind, 217, and Dylan has 63. So that was it for today here in Darlingtoncar. Come back maybe later. We're going to do Watkins Glen. So have a good one, y'all.